rundown. Of course, Full Throttle being the final stop on our road to SummerMania, so a lot to talk about. And of course, our first two matches both being SummerMania Cup Round 1 matchups. First up, we'd see Hunter Houken taking on Julian Boyd Jacobs. Jake, of course, had the power advantage, but Hunter Houken would use his speed advantage to catch Jacobs off guard and pick up the victory in round 1, of course, advancing where he would face Brandon Hobbs, which we will get to later. But we have to get to our final round 1 matchup in the SummerMania Cup tournament. Of course, Fletch taking on my former partner, S.2. And it's a little bit of a back and forth. Fletch went for that one final breath at the end, but looked like he might have messed up his shoulder. However, that wouldn't stop Fletch from picking up the victory and advancing to the second round, where he would face Brady Branson in the Full Throttle main event. Of course, we'll definitely be talking about that later. However, next up, though, we would see tag team competition in a sense, but it would be in the form of 2 singles matches. First of those being Jaden Tucker going one-on-one with Patrick O'Reilly. Both teams trying to pick up some momentum heading into SummerMania, and this match was just over basically as soon as it began, with Patrick O'Reilly picking up the victory. But right after that would be Jaxsin Law taking on Miano Diaz. And usually Miano Diaz is the high flyer in this one, but the ending would see Jaxsin Law showing off some high flying capability with a massive frog splash to make it 1 for law enforcement and 1 for the hardliners heading into SummerMania. But we have to head and do our first commercial break, and when we get back, we will actually have Jaxsin Law joining us to talk about his match at SummerMania, which we do know is a Pandora's Box match for the XCW Tag Team Championships.
A brawler, a franchise player, a dream, a death match, and, well, a world title. Hi, I'm Brogan O'Shea. You have to give the people what they want. And the people want Brogan O'Shea as their champ. And man, what a story this is going to be. Let's get into it.
Do it now.
Coming soon to XC Wrestling.
Back from our first commercial break, like I said, we would have one half of Law Enforcement, Jaxsin Law, joining us today, who went one-on-one with Miano Diaz and would pick up the victory, giving his team some momentum heading into Full Throttle. Knowing that you pinned Diaz, do you think this gives you an advantage heading into SummerMania?
Well, I have a thing with pinning Miano Diaz. I mean, I pinned him in the number 1 contenders match, if I'm not mistaken, at Implosion. So pinning him in a one-on-one contest was no biggie. I mean, he's a great competitor, and if Patrick O'Reilly hadn't have broken up the package pile driver, I believe I'd have pinned him in the tag title match as well. But, we don't know because it didn't happen, so.
Speaking about those tag team championships, of course, you guys have been chasing them for roughly 6 months now, but at SummerMania, you get another opportunity, with it being Pandora's Box match, a very brutal match. So, how do you and Tucker prepare for it? I mean, we've seen you in the brutal matches before, whether it was at Cold Day in Hell against Brady Branson or the Field of Fatality earlier this year.
It's a completely different training regimen. Usually we just hit the gym, but we've actually got to sit down and do some paperwork on our opponents, read some case files, do a little bit of history and seeing how brutal our opponents have gotten in the past, because if they're willing to do that to other people, they're definitely going to be willing to do it to us. And, well, if we're going to lock it down like I know we will, we got to be able to know what's coming.
Definitely true, and it's a little bit of a clash of styles. Miano Diaz, of course, has the speed advantage. He's the smallest man in the match, but like you said, he's a brutal competitor, willing to push the limits, you know, knowing that at any point he could catch you off guard with his speed. Is it in your plans to possibly try to take him out of the match so then you can just focus on Patrick O'Reilly?
Now, see, ACT, I know you're a smart fella. If I sat here and told you my plans, that would spoil them. While it may be on the docket, I can't confirm nor deny whether that is the main intent or not.
All right, and you know, this, like I said, you guys have been chasing the tag team championships. If you're not able to get the job done at SummerMania, would you say it might possibly just have to be the end of Law Enforcement?
Well, if we don't get the job done at SummerMania, then there's definitely going to be some reviews happening of people's position within law enforcement, and maybe have to turn the gun and badge in, but hopefully that doesn't come to fruition, because I know that we'll walk away with the tag team titles because we've been chasing them this long, and we've been chasing them this hard, and it's about damn time we get our moment.
All right, well, of course, good luck to you guys at SummerMania. Like I said, it will be the Hardliners taking on Law Enforcement in a Pandora's Box match with those XCW Tag Team Championships on the line. But we have to cut to our final commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about, of course, the 2 semifinal matchups of the SummerMania Cup Tournament. Also, our XCW Xtra will see Anthony Steele taking on Maxx Kaos.
They've come for us, they've come from the darkness to burn it all and bury what's left. Who can we trust when we're always the target? I cannot be broken, I cannot be wronged. Hunting season is open, so we're marching on. Against the wall, against the odds, the lone survivor. I cannot be broken, I cannot be wronged. We set our sights like shadowy figures. We make it right and never recoil. Can't pull it off till we're pulling our triggers. I cannot be broken, I cannot be wronged. Hunting season is open, so we're marching on. Against the wall, against the odds, the lone survivor. I cannot be broken, I cannot be wronged. I cannot be wronged.
Back from our final commercial break, of course, a thank you to Jaxsin Law for joining us as him and his partner Jay Tucker prepare for SummerMania. But our XCW champion would be in action at Full Throttle, taking on Venom, who's had his issues with Justin Parsley. But, you know, Venom wouldn't be able to pick up a win. It seems like he's kind of just been following along. Justin Parsley might be in his head, and Now that Brogan O'Shea has a win over, not only he's pinned Blackheart, he just pinned Venom. Brogan O'Shea has momentum heading into Summer Mania, where he will go one-on-one with Blackheart, the Extreme King winner. And of course, that means the XCW Championship will be on the line. Next up, though, we mentioned Anthony Steele being in the XCW Xtra later on, but he would relinquish the New Age title, and that means 4 men would have the opportunity to claim it. Of course, JJ Kelty, Evan Phoenix, Jesse Justice, and myself all facing off with the New Age Championship on the line. And in the end, JJ Kelty would take out everyone and then pin Evan Phoenix to pick up the victory. And now it seems like the age of the cold-hearted one is here, as JJ Kelty is your New Age champion. And of course, after the bell, I was viciously attacked by my former partner, which makes me ponder the question, why do you guys see me as the bad guy? I'm not going out of my way to attack him. But like I said, we had these 2 semifinal matchups in the Mr. Summer Mania Cup. First up being Hunter Houken going one-on-one with the hardcore champion, Brandon Hobbs. And Brandon Hobbs absolutely dominated this matchup, taking Hunter down at any chance. But when he looked to go for that hardcore drive, Hunter Houken would catch him off guard, trying to roll him up. That wasn't successful, but the 2 curb stomps would be successful in pinning Hunter Houken. Well, pinning Brandon Hobbs, meaning Hunter Houken has not only advanced to the Mr. Summer Mania Cup Finals, he also has a victory over the current hardcore champion in Brandon Hobbs. So that makes you wonder, does Hunter Houken have a stake to Mr. Summer Mania Cup and the hardcore champion? We'll have to find out. But, of course, the last of the semifinal matchups. The main event of Full Throttle, Fletch taking on the All-American Brady Branson. Of course, Fletch, you could just tell that shoulder was in agony, and Brady Branson targeted it. And just when it looked like Brady had Fletch right where he wanted him, Fletch pulled the ref in, resulting in Hazard coming out and attacking Brady Branson, which then saw Fletch pick up the win. And in the Mr. Summer Mania Cup Finals at Summer Mania, we will see Fletch going one-on-one with Hunter Houken. Not only that, Hazard, Brady Branson in a death match. Of course, we mentioned the Tag Team Championships on the line in a Pandora's box. The Hardliners versus Law Enforcement. We know the Hardcore Championship will be on the line in the return of the King of the Mountain ladder match. JJ Kelty, Brandon Hobbs, Jesse Justice, Evan Phoenix, and DJ Wolbert facing off. We also know that the International Championship will be on the line when Void goes one-on-one with Jay Ellis. Of course, I'll be also taking on my former partner, S.2, but a matchup that might have major stakes. Tommy Merriman versus Hayden Vex, 3 stages of hell, where the winner will become the #1 contender to whoever is XCW champion after Summer Mania. But we also don't want to mention that Justin Parsley didn't want Venom to get his hands on him, but Emily Moore has decided that it will be an unsanctioned match between Parsley and Venom at Summer Mania, with Emily Moore being the official of this match. But that's all we have for today. Stay tuned for today's XCW Xtra as Anthony Steele goes one-on-one with Maxx Kaos.
The following matchup is scheduled for one fall.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the XCW Xtra here on the Rundown. And we are about to be joined by Anthony Steele, who is on his way to the ring. And Anthony Steele, it would have been his first match competing in an XCW ring. And he made quite the splash in his time here in the XCW, including a New Age Championship win. What can be said about Anthony Steele?
Bring the next jobber out.
When you look at his in-ring work,
send him ass packing.
he is a powerhouse, a completely different player.
His opponent.
But that's not to take anything away from his opponent here tonight, Maxx Kaos.
Yeah, Max Kaos is, of course, he's as a traveled wrestler. He's been part of TBW in Tennessee, as well as a company called BCW in Tennessee. And now he makes his XCW on-screen debut here, going one-on-one with Anthony Steele, who has quite the history with Max Kaos.
Indeed, these two have butted heads in damn near every organization they've ever been a part of. Both of them on the roster at the
From
same
up
time.
at Tennessee, weighing in at 178 pounds, this is
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Max Kaos on his way to the ring. And this is the first taste that the XCW audience gets of Max Steele. Maybe not even the last, who knows. And I'm interested to see how things are going to turn out between these two in the XCW ring. It's different when you're in a different environment.
Indeed, I mean, Max Kaos is known for his speed and his technical wrestling ability and busting out moves that Anthony Steele knows, but our XCW audience might not know as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what these two do inside of the show we go through next.
And here we go, bell is sounded, and we have Anthony Steele, Max Kaos one-on-one. And there's a lockup early in this match. And surprisingly enough, Max Kaos comes out of that on top as he just wrenches the arm. He's destroying Anthony Steele's shoulder here in the early goings of this match.
Indeed, really laying him in. I mean, Anthony cannot pick Kaos up for the taste of Steel if he doesn't have a shoulder to get him up with, but incredible agility from Anthony, now taking control of the match and now working on the arm of Max Kaos.
And you know, it's obvious that Anthony still has the size and strength advantage over Max Kaos. Max Kaos having the speed advantage over Anthony Steele. So it's interesting to see how these clash. And there's a duck on the clothesline, and he gives him a receipt, a clothesline of his own, taking down Anthony Steele. Max Kaos in control.
Indeed, Max Kaos now laying in some shots to Anthony Steele, backing Anthony into the corner. Forearms straight to the face there. Anthony, known for being a little bit rougher, a little bit tougher in the ring, and it seems as if Kaos is matching that energy in a beautiful way.
Steele is being impressive here in the early goings of this match. And we got a pinfall and two. And a kick out, a little bit of a slow count there by the referee.
Come on,
but
ref.
I think had it not been for that, Max Kaos might have had the opportunity to knock off Anthony Steele here.
Indeed, but I don't know if the blue rails would have been enough to take the big man Anthony down. Kaos might have to break out that Kaos. But a beautiful insecurity there, taking Anthony Steele down to the knees. Kaos, beautiful drop. Oh! Has Anthony rocked in the corner now.
And you have to be impressed with Max Kaos' ability and what he's shown here tonight against a competitor like Anthony Steele, who can go toe-to-toe with pretty much anybody in any company. And hard chops in the corner by Anthony Steele. And, oh, here we go. He's about to light it up. Oh, my God.
Devastating chops from Anthony, and it's been said, like you said, he could wrestle anyone from any company. He could wrestle a dog turd box.
And there's a big boot caught to the face of Max Kaos. Could this be enough? Looks like he's going for it. It is a big senton from Anthony Steele, and he goes for the cover here. Could this be the end? Two, and a kick out by Max Kaos at the last second. And Anthony has about had it with this referee.
Indeed, Anthony giving the referee a quick crash course lesson on how to do his job, but Anthony can't let that distract him too much, or Kaos could get the upper hand.
Ignorant shots from Anthony Steele. It's been a back and forth match between these guys from the very start. It's all about who's going to get the advantage in the end and pull off the win in this match. And Anthony Steele with another stiff clothesline, and there's a pinfall on another 2 count by Max Kaos. And like I said at the top of the match, these guys have had quite the history, so it makes you wonder how much bad blood is there between these.
You know, there's a lot of history, a lot of talks between these. Devastating kick to the back of Anthony's head right there. could have turned his lights out on that one.
Here's the problem. I think Kaos is getting a little too frustrated. He's getting a little too into his own head here, and ultimately that could cost him this match.
Indeed.
1, 2.
And there's another near fall. Anthony Steele kicks out once again. And Maxx Kaos has got to be thinking, what is he got to do to put Anthony Steele away and impress the XCW Galaxy in his very first going?
Indeed, Kaos has pulled everything out of the bag except the kitchen sink here tonight on Anthony, and Anthony is kicked out of it all, and now is taking control over Kaos once again. He'll be setting up for that Pele kick right to the side of Maxx Kaos' head, and again Anthony takes control of the match, now getting himself and the crowd pumped up. Can't spend too much time though, because he could let Kaos take back control if he spends too much time.
It looks like he's trying to set him up for the taste of steel. Is he going to be able to hit it? And he does! He does! Could this be it? 1, 2, 3, and it is Anthony Steele with another impressive win here on XCW Extra, knocking off Maxx Kaos. But I'll tell you, much credit goes to Maxx Kaos in his first outing here in XCW. A hell of a match between these two, but Anthony Steele stands tall in the end, ladies and gentlemen. But we are out of time here on XCW Extra. We will see you next time here on The Rundown.
Red sadness remains. We score the final scene. Adrenaline now coursing through our veins. Long live our symphony. It's infantry. Survived 1,000 tons. Silent, they still attack. We fire back with notes instead of guns. We echo, reverberate, then leave them behind. It's time to end the peace. Now stop the pain. Stop that quiet, change that key. Hit back hard and all reprise. Bring that fanfare to its knees, and we'll leave them behind. Landmines composing command lines. Amplify or die, it's us or them. This enclave's tearing through the airwaves, screaming a war-torn requiem. Bring on the fray. Don't fall back, orchestrate the fallout. Score the ending of the world on this battleground. Survive yet another militant strike. Half dead, but we're living up to the hype. Half dead as the speakers detonate like landmines composing command lines. Amplify or die, it's us or them. It's us or them. This enclave's